Hi everyone, welcome back to the Stitches and Scribbles channel. My name is Erin and I have another granny square tutorial for you today. Today we're going to be doing a linen stitch granny square, which is made up of single crochet stitches and chain one spaces that kind of make a mesh design. I really love this design. I use it a lot for baby blankets and for other small projects. It creates a really nice dense fabric. So we're going to get that started today. I'm using plain old worsted weight yarn. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby, but you can use whatever you've got. And for my hook, I'm using a 6mm hook. You can use whatever is written on your yarn label. I just prefer a slightly bigger one for this stitch, especially because it is a dense stitch and I want it to have a little bit of drape. It's also a little bit easier to see on camera. Off to the side, you're also going to want to have your pair of scissors ready, as well as a darning needle for weaving in your ends when you get to that point. We're going to start with a slip knot, just as we have with all of our other granny square designs. I'm going to do mine the way that I normally do it, which is I take the end of the yarn and the working yarn in both of my hands. Then I flip the loops and tuck one loop inside the other. And you can play with it a little bit until you get it the way that you want. I prefer it if the tail end is the end that can be pulled to adjust the side of the loop. Go ahead and put your loop on your hook so that it's snug but not quite too tight, and we're going to start by chaining 4. A chain stitch is just where you pull the yarn through the loop that's on your hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the first chain I made. So I'm going to insert my hook, wrap, and pull through both loops. Now I have a little tiny circle of chain stitches to work with. For our linen stitch, we're going to be working mostly in single crochets and chain stitches. We're going to start by chaining 1. That's going to act as our first chain stitch, our first single crochet. And we're going to chain a second one that's going to act as our first space between stitches. Now I'm going to single crochet into my circle. So I insert my hook, pull a loop through the circle, and then pull a loop through both loops. It's a little bit hard to see at the beginning, but this has given me a chain stitch acting as a single crochet, a chain 1 space, and another single crochet. Now we're going to make a corner, so we're going to chain 2. Now we're working on the second side of our square. We're going to make 1 single crochet, chain 1, and make another single crochet. Now we are ready for our second corner, so we're going to chain 2. Now working on the third side, we're going to do a single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet again. Working on our third corner, so we're going to chain 2 and do our fourth side with a single crochet, a chain 1, and a single crochet. Now for our last corner, we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to slip stitch into that first chain we made. And there is your first round done. This looks a little bit strange when you do it at first, but it gets easier to see each row as you continue. I'm going to do this square alternating directions back and forth. Some people like to do granny square motifs so that the same side is facing you the whole time. I don't prefer that because it means that the middle of it will end up looking slanted as you add more and more rows, so I will be changing directions as I go. To start your second row, you're going to chain 1 and then turn your work. That chain 1 doesn't really count for anything in this row other than getting our stitch up to the height that it needs to be. We're going to single crochet into that corner stitch, chain 2, and single crochet into the same corner. Now we're going to chain 1 and do a single crochet in the chain 1 space from the previous row. Now we're going to chain 1 again. Since we've arrived at another corner, we're going to single crochet 1, chain 2, and single crochet another one, all in that same corner space. Now chain 1, work a single crochet in the chain 1 space from the row below, and chain 1 again. We are at another corner, so single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet again, all in that corner space. Then chain 1, work 1 single crochet in the chain 1 space from the row below, and chain 1 again. Now we're at a corner, so we will single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet again, then chain 1, and do a single crochet in the chain 1 gap, then chain 1 again. Now in some other granny squares you would go into this chain stitch to slip stitch for the end of the round. We're actually going to go into that first single crochet we made, so that's a little bit cleaner. That is your second row of your linen stitch square. Now we're going to start row 3. So we will chain 1, turn our work, and again that chain doesn't really count as anything in this type of a square. We're going to make our first single crochet in that first chain 1 space. Then chain 1, we have another chain 1 space, so we'll do a single crochet there, chain 1. Now we've reached a corner, so we will do single crochet 1, chain 2, and single crochet 1 in the corner. Then chain 1, and we have 2 chain 1 gaps to work into, so we'll do a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1. We are at another corner, so we will single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Now chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 1, we're at a corner, single crochet in the corner, chain 2, single crochet in the same corner. On another side, chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 1, we're at a corner, single crochet in the corner, chain 2, single crochet in the corner, chain 1, and we're going to join to the first single crochet we did with a slip stitch. That's what your square looks like so far. As you work this up, you will just have more chain 1 spaces on each side, but otherwise the pattern is exactly the same as you keep making it bigger and bigger. I like this stitch because it is pretty dense, but it's still easy to work into because you're working into spaces instead of into stitches themselves, which is really nice. I also like this stitch a lot for softer, lighter weight yarns because it can look really pretty and lacy if you use something smaller, but it's also a nice dense fabric if you use something kind of fluffy or chunky. Overall, this is a really great stitch to be able to use and to have something kind of unique looking in your crochet repertoire. I also like that as you build more layers, this stitch kind of looks like it's a woven stitch instead of a crochet stitch, which is pretty cool. That's it. You can keep following the directions for the third row. As you continue increasing in size, you'll just have more of those single crochet and chain 1 spaces as you get bigger and bigger. It also can help with this stitch to mark your beginning of round with a stitch marker or mark your corners with a stitch marker if you're afraid of them getting lost. But overall, just do what works for you and you'll be just fine. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw today, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so you can be notified of all my content right here on YouTube. I talk about books, I talk about crafts, and it's a good time. And if you'd like to follow me on other social media sites, that information is in the description box below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone!